Hi there folks, it's Handmade by Shirley. Welcome back to my channel. Sorry I've not been on for a few days, but family matters. My brother-in-law's not very well and is in hospital, so I have been visiting him. He is quite unwell, but he's getting looked after. He's getting the best care. So I thought I'd pop on and just do some inking and stamping. I had been doing some this morning with my one-to-one class lady, and this is what we'd done. And we didn't make it into card, we just backed it with white and black, and then do whatever you want with it, put it in a frame or not. And then after she'd gone away, I thought I was trying to do some silhouette stamping, like silhouette with a reflection, and I think I managed to do it okay with a tree here, but I'm not quite as happy with the blending, so I might try and do a bit of that as well. So I'm using Inkylicious Stamps, and I'm using basic white card from Stampin Up, and I'm using some of my, if I can read that out the way, some of my Distress Oxide inks. I didn't use the Distress Oxide inks in this particular piece. It was just other inks I had, which are water reactive, but we didn't activate it with water. We just blended it for a change. All these. Oh dear. I've got a carousel of blending brushes and they're all falling down. But I thought I might use these other brushes today as well. So I've got Inkylicious Stamps. I'm not going to use that particular one at the minute. I've got this one here, which is various trees. I've already put one on a block. Now where's the outer pack so I can show you? Here we are. So it's Tall Fir Tree Stamp Set 1. Stamp set 1. So there's various ones you can get, but I've got that one. And I am using VersaFine Onyx Black pigment ink for fine details, and it's fast drying pigment ink, and it doesn't bleed out onto, for instance, if you decide to put water on, it shouldn't bleed out. So I'm just going to make a wee background with the trees, and perhaps we'll maybe try and do a bit of a silhouette, not silhouette, I keep saying silhouette, reflection. I mean, I know there's obviously Inkylicious do stamps that have reflections on them. I'm waiting on an order to come, so you'll see how lovely that prints out. Just really nice. And I want to do it in black, but you know, you could do it in a colour. I just wanted to make a silhouette type thing. So I'm going to do a few different sort of random areas. There we go. And then let's get, I might do another one actually. And then I can change it up. So thank you to all my new subscribers. Again, really do appreciate having you here, and all my existing subscribers. But please, can you check that you're actually subscribed, because YouTube has this thing that it seems to unsubscribe people who were already subscribed to the channels. It happens on other people's channels as well, not just here. So if you can check your subscription, that would be great. And if you're not subscribed, please could you subscribe? It would be nice to have you here. So yeah, so I'm just going to do one in between, like that. But hope everybody's well, and I was going to say enjoying the summer weather, but the weather's a bit strange just now. Certainly here in Scotland it is. I don't know, I think England is perhaps having a heat wave. Not here. 1 minute it seems to be really sunny, and it is quite warm to be fair. But the next minute it's like pouring with rain, and you're like, where did that come from? Crazy. Crazy. So that's a little clump of trees building up. I'm just going to change, so you get, how many stamps in this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stamps in this one, and they're all different sizes and slightly different in design as well. Keep putting it on me. Right, so I'm going to make this slightly smaller because I want to make this, we don't need to do that as much. I'm going to take a wee bit of that off at the bottom and then just press that one down there, because I'm going to do a bit of a sort of hill area. You'll see what I mean when I come to do it. That's the plan anyway. That's my plan. There as well. Might even just come in with a second generation. There we go. And maybe a third generation. Yeah, that's fine. So let's just do one more. I think. And I'll pop that just kind of there. Do a wee bit of just in the background just to see how long this is going to last for. That's it, I think, out. Right, so done that. That off now, and then what I want to do is just bring some colour in now, and I've got, as I say, I've got these, so let's see what will I bring in. Trying to find a green. I'm looking for a green, I can't find one. Pine needles as an ink. I've got ice spruce. Let's just do ice spruce. Let's see what happens. So let's use this because this has got green on it already. A type of green. So I don't want it too. Oh, I've got that everywhere. Just want it quite light. I did say I was going to do something else, but I'll do this at the minute and see what happens. Quite light, not too dark. Yeah, I think I need to do a bit of, and I've got some scraps here which I could use. So I'm going to do a wee bit of a kind of hill thing here. Just so let's go in a wee bit darker to here. Just do a slight. It just kind of gives a wee bit of a gradient of, so that they're not floating in the air, because I always think, oh, that looks like it's floating in the air. So it just grounds it, I think that's the word I'm probably trying to say. Just grounds it a wee bit. Makes it look a bit more as if it's not floating about in the air. And then I'll just put a tiny bit here, just a wee bit there as well, just to, and then a wee bit here. So you can get pieces of mylar or whatever it is from Inkylicious, so you can do this sort of hill look, but you can just do it yourself. But it's entirely up to you. You know, that's not what you want to do. Well, don't do it. Just do what makes you happy, really, basically. I don't tend to hold it down, but I suppose I could, but I don't tend to do that here. It's just to show that, you know, so there we go. That's a wee bit better. Now so it's really just a forest of kind of trees, isn't it? So I'll put my ice spruce. Now I think I still want to sort of ground some of these trees a bit more, so I'm going to go in with, where is it? Let's see if we can do it with pumice stone now. I don't have my brushes, but I'm just going to pop over and get them. Well, it's much smaller brushes that actually get into areas, whereas the bigger brushes don't. So I've got these brushes here. They're out of Amazon. I get quite a few, so just make that on there, and then just probably want to ground these slightly more because they're a bit kind of, they still look like they're a bit kind of floating in the air to me. So maybe pumice stone's not the right colour. Let's see. Let me see if I can add some more little bits to the bottom first, like little stamps. They might not be Inkylicious, I might be using something else. Let me see. I'm trying to find something that could fill in the sort of ground area. I've got some Majestics, Cardio Majestics that might do that. I'm not sure. Let's see, or I could maybe not that. That's more for the water scene. Just bear with me as I look, if that's okay, guys. I thought I had the right. I don't want that because that's too many things at once. Maybe I could use this. I found something. Oh dear. Right, let's just pop that back over there. So I found, I don't have that one. Oh, here it is here. Let's add a few wee bits. So I've got a small block here I can use. So this is just a stamp that's in my stash. It's nothing specific. It's just a wee stamp. So it's just to kind of fill it in a bit. It does look a wee bitty kind of bare spars. Let's see if we can just put this in round. I could absolutely wreck this, you know, excuse me. But it was just to try and kind of give it a wee bit of foreground. Could be totally spoiling this, you know. You can tell me what you think when we're done. You can see, I didn't like that, oh, but I like this, or not. As the case may be. Right, that wasn't quite what I was thinking, but anyway, not to worry. Right, I still want to sort of ground this. So where's that brush I had? Put it back. What did I do with it? Dear. What have I done with it? I'm probably saying it's over there. It's over there. I've got another one. Right, let's just use a different one. I'm sure I'll find that one again. Right, so maybe a wee bit of, a tiny wee bit of more pine needles. Let me see. Something that needs to just give it a wee bit of a shadow. Let's just try this. This will probably just sit on the top though. So that's quite dark and I want not much darkiness in there. No, I don't think I like that. I think I've spoiled it now. So, I've spoiled it, folks. No worries. Oh dear, not so good. If it's not too bad, I'll just put a wee bit more on. I'll just put it on there first though, and just put a few wee bits. It's just to kind of give it a bit of grounding and shadow. Really, doesn't look too bad. Don't think. Anyway, hope not. Yeah, I think that's okay. And then, see, these bits are quite bright, but that's okay. I think that looks okay. Hope you'll agree. And then what I want to do up the top is I want to use this bit. Now I'm just going to chop this in half because it's not going to need to be as wide as that. So we'll just take this one out like that. Probably just take those slits out the bottom because we don't want to see the bottoms of the plants really. I might chop it a wee bit just here as well, and then that looks a bit better. Right, so what I want to do at the top now is I want to use this piece of paper to just kind of make a sort of, I'm wondering if I will do that or not. No, I think I'm just not going to do that at all. See, I changed my mind like the weather. Right, but that's okay, I can. So I'm just going to do a very light top of some colours. So I've got my favourite colour, Salvage Patina. I'm just going to do that quite light. Just all down here till it meets the trees at the bottom. I'm not going in too dark. I'm just going to leave it a bit blotchy because I think that makes it look more like sky. It looks a bit more like the clouds are kind of coming through a bit there. And that's one thing I've made, so I hope you'll like that one. So we can go on to do something else. So what I'll go on to do is the trees that I did in the other background here, this one here, and I'll try and do the reflection on it, but I'll do this one first because this was really nice. So you can make this, well, you could do it from a whole piece of paper, actually, a whole piece of A4, and actually make a couple of cards with it. So if I just get it back out, so it's this one here called Woodland Forest Stamp, and that's it there. So I'm going to pop it onto a big block here that I've got. That's the one I was using earlier. And then I'm going to pop it onto it with the VersaFine Onyx Black. So just ink that up. So the reason I'm using this is because this, if you added water, this wouldn't bleed with the water inks, whereas the Memento you have to make sure that it's actually dry before you put any water related inks onto it, because it will just, it could, you know, it can bleed, whereas this one doesn't do that. So see how lovely that stamps. I mean, that is gorgeous. It's really nice. I mean, I could even just do one here. I think, no, just do what I said I was going to do and do a row of them. And then we'll ink that up again. Make it look like it's continuous. So that's what I did here in this one. I made it continuous. I don't think you can see that. I can pull that down slightly. So I made it look continuous. But I mean, you can do anything with the stamps basically. Go, that didn't stamp quite as well. I mean, I could leave it like that if I wanted as well. I just thought that was really nice. And then you can just use any colours in the background that you really want to. You know, you could make it really, you can make that really dark with a moon. There's lots of different things you can do. I could have used this in the stamping platform as well, but I just decided to do it like this because I've been doing this already. So then we're going to need half of that, so there's no point in inking up the other bit, really. So I'm not going to be really using it, so just line that up. on this side. So I mean, this could be cut up and made into slimline cards or bookmarks. I know people don't always use bookmarks or tags even. You know, you can make cards like this and then coordinate it with. I don't know why I did the whole thing with some cards. Yep. There we go. So it's really nice. And you could do anything. You can do anything with it. Just whatever. Now I will try and stamp it before I ink this up. So we'll try and stamp it silhouette. Oh. So just ink that back up again. Not silhouette, I meant reflection. I keep saying silhouette and I really mean reflection. You know, so just find the middle centre part. Just find if you use something on top to give it a bit of pressure, you get a good impression. You probably don't need to do this, but this is just me. Okay. And then I just think if you put it back down there and move it slightly along till you see where the trees are, you should be able to get a reflection of those. Now, you might not want to make it quite as dark a reflection, so bear with me as I get something to stamp it onto first. That. So a quick stamp onto there and then do, hopefully this will work, it might not. So just line it up, probably can't see now. Bring that up, line it up. So try to look at the trees and just kind of line it up that way. Here we go. So, yeah. I mean, as I say, Inkylicious do reflection stamps anyway. So, but I just wanted to see if I could do it. I mean, it's probably not exactly a true reflection as such, because obviously you've turned it round, if you see what I mean. But it gives the idea of it being reflective. So I'm just going to add some ink now to these. So I'll quickly add some ink to this bit. So I'm going to add some nice, where is it? Not that one. Forgot. Where is it? Saltwater taffy. I'm going to go for that first. So I'm just going to use this brush, and it's got yellow on it already, but I'm not too bothered. And I'm just going to go in very lightly all over the back of that. Let's move this out of the way, get this into, push it up slightly so you can see the full thing. So just pop that in the back there. I'm not going to, my pressure on my brush isn't too heavy. I'm not going too heavy. I don't want it to be too heavy. And then just bringing that round and kind of blending it out a bit up here, just behind the trees. So that's that. I could leave it like that if I wanted and just put a blue on the top, which I might. So let's get some more salvage patina on it, because I do want to keep it a bit lighter. So just very lightly going over the top here. And then I'm going to add in a little bit of purple as well. Now this isn't, just see that make purple. That might make a bit purple. I don't have a lighter purple. I've only got wilted violet. That's quite dark. Now do I have? Well, I've got dusty concord. I could use that actually. So some dusty concord as well on the top. Use that. And it's just wee bits here and there. That's quite dark still, but it just looks nice. I just think the colours of the sky are sometimes these colours, and it just looks really nice when you bring all that into the sky. And then you can bring it maybe down here a bit down here, and maybe a bit right there. I might get a bit more pink in that actually. Put some more saltwater taffy in that because it's very nice. Let's use this. And see if we can go over that a bit. I think that looks good. And then at the bottom, I just want a very light dusting of something greeny, or I don't know, maybe tea dye actually for the bottom. Rub. Tea dye on the bottom, just very, very lightly. Because I had that green on it as well, but that's okay, it looks alright, I think. And yeah, I think that's all I would do with those. And then see what I could do is could do a little bit of, splatting of something, I think. Let's do a wee bit. See if we can do, or we could just take this back with a bit of the sun. So you can just pull that back, make a circle, which could be the sun. Pull that back very slightly. Oh, maybe not. I don't like that. You have to cut this out of the video if I can. I think I'll just leave that. I think what I'll do is I'll cut that off. So just make it slightly smaller. That still looks fine. It did look better with it. But I'm going to cut it up anyway to 3 by another 3. And the one that's left, and it's a shame about that one, but I can maybe just go over that again with some glue. I can cover that up. Don't know how well. It's like a big red thing. And then this one here, which is the reflection, I just want to do that very lightly as well. So I'm looking at this reflection here, and I've did this before. There's a moon here in the background. So if I wanted to do a moon, what I would do is I would cut out. Bear with me, I'll be back in a sec. So I'm back. I've got this moon as part of the stencils from Inkylicious, so just pop that on there. And then I'm going to do some salty ocean in the background, because I'm kind of looking at that and I'm thinking I could do salty ocean and some chipped sapphire and some ice spruce or something, and the moon can be there. So just go in with the salty ocean and I'll hold on to my little moon like that. I'll just go lighter down the bottom because it's a reflection of above. Okay, let's do this a wee bit more down here. Oh. There we go. And then I'm going to use some, what did I say? Speckled egg, maybe? I'm trying to think. Maybe not. No, let's use another sort of. Let's find. That's too bright. I've got Dusty Concord, because if you look there, that's kind of that kind of colour, and I think of a green. I think I might have to use ice spruce again. So I've got that here. Ouch. So do that first. Holding on to this, making sure, because you can see it's already started to do that. So holding that there. It's quite dark. It's darker than I hoped, but never mind. Never mind. Blend that into the salty ocean as well. And there we go. And then I've got I might do a little bit. I'll do this up here because let's put this here, and then we can do some this dusty concord, and then just get my finger over that again. Make sure it's in the right place, and then just come across with that. And I don't mind that it's patchy. My blending's not always that smooth. I don't mind, because that to me gives me the look of the kind of sky, if you see what I mean. So I'm going to pop that just kind of there as well. So we've got a bit of the moon into that blending on the opposite side. Oh, it doesn't have to be quite, so what we'll do actually is we'll just turn that round. Yep, and just do it that way, that's easier. So you can just see that on the bottom of there, and that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Hope you like it too. So that's really all I was coming on to show you, was different things with Inkylicious stamps that you could do. I mean, I will put these onto possibly, that might just be mounted like this one, and these I'll probably make either into cards or bookmarks. I might add a few other bits and bobs, I'm not sure. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon with something else. Bye for now.